First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Now Stafford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Taken in at the 22. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
On 1st down, Swift. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ready, 80, 56, 40 got, 56, Mike, 59.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Play fake. Mayfield. On the crossing route, complete. It's Schwartz. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. As his guys are in for 6. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He juked him. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on. Hey. He don't want it.
To throw is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Swift. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a 1st down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Mayfield on 1st down. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
180. Mike 58, right there. We got it, we got it.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down now, Swift. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
32.
Stafford on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback?
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
32.
To try again after the sack. Stafford throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Target. Hey.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check hot route. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number 1, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
That's fielded in the end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield looks to throw, and he's got the hook up to Landry. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Mayfield. Airing it out deep for Smith. The battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Move. We got 3. We got middle.
Stafford. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. This will be taken at the 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started, and we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Monday.
So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
That is
by the time
one
we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Watch tight. Real. Watch tight. Tight is right. 3 down, 3 down. Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Hurry. Hey, Delta. Check Mike. Pistol. I'm coming.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now, and he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Come off the ball. Hey, Haywood. Hurry. I got it.
Mayfield off the play fake. And the pressure gets to him again.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Fielded just inside the 20. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Johnson. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game. And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
10.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 30 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Let him know. Check 9, 70.
Back to throw, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The open man is Smith. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. Mayfield on play action.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And he
rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Now Stafford. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Reuben Foster picks it. And he takes this one back in into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sheldon Richardson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Stay 50, stay 50.
Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sheldon Richardson. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the Lions' 10-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield. Being chased out left. It's caught, Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 10 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Strong right. Strong right. 3 down.
On first down, Stafford here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 7. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
That's good for the Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Watch tight end. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Drill right, 22.
On first down, it's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Olivier Vernon in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is Stafford. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.